Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. High overview of the connection this week. First, under my section, we talk about modified flag football. Yes, that's coming to Kenton. Then we move into new location for central registration. Then, of course, we get into bus riding and tracking your child on the bus. Moving to safety tips for families this week, we focus on the winter weather. Then, of course, we have our school and district highlights. We finish off with our recognition. Jenna Stockman from our PR department, as well as substitute teachers. Let's get a little bit deeper into the connection. First, modified flag football. Lindsay Bergman, our director of athletics, brought us flag football last year. And she's just done such a fantastic job, as well as our coaches of flag football. We have, of course, head coach Dan Hannon, our assistant coaches Dave Idzik and Corey Martin, as well as our volunteer assistant coach Skip Sifa. Well, this year, Lindsay is now bringing, and our coaches are now bringing modified flag football to really build up our team. And there's been a tremendous demand from our young ladies, and modified will be no different, really focusing on 7th and 8th grade. Excited this year to have modified flag football here in the district. The next story in my section focuses on central registration. As most of our families know, central registration has been held here at the administration building. We have now moved it to Hamilton. We've redone the space to make it even more inviting for our newest families. Check that out. Once again, central registration now at Hamilton. Speaking of children and families, we're focusing on our next story, tracking our students on the bus. And folks, we tried this last year. It really didn't work that well. We found out we needed some new equipment. We did that over the summer, led by Graham Violino, our director in transportation. And now we are ready. That new app, the My Ride K-12 app, really is working well. I encourage all of our families to download the app. If they go onto our website under transportation and departments there, it'll bring you right over to the link to download the app, or you could go right to ktufsd.org/myrideK12. And folks, I'm told that this app is really a game changer for a lot of families, and it's working well. Check that out. I encourage all of our families to do it. Then safety tips for families focusing on winter weather. We got a little taste of it this past week. And from what I hear, it's going to be coming on even stronger. So really go over this section. It's just some reminders of ways that we could be ready, especially at home for winter weather. Next week, we'll focus on being ready for winter weather in your vehicle. But just check that section, a few really handy-dandy bullets. School and district highlights. Kenmore West to host Anderson Big Band at November 18th Jazz Concert. Lindbergh Library inspires students and families to try new recipes. Board of Education members visit Franklin Elementary. Hoover Middle Foundation's team launches Attendance Challenge. Kenmore West Art Department visits AKG Art Museum. Students sample creative new salad recipe. And that brings us to our recognition this week. And folks, our assistant Jenna Stockman in our PR department, she received the highest distinction possible through the New York Public Relations Association, NISPRA, and that was for her story, Hoover Middle Student Educates Others About Tourette's Syndrome. NISPRA is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting excellence in school communications, and that is the definition of our very own Jenna Stockman. Jenna, you do a tremendous job from everything from our Facebook page to stories like these. We're very lucky to have you. Folks, check out all of her work right there on Facebook. Then we get to our next recognition, substitute teachers. Next Friday is Substitute Teacher Appreciation Day. The date is November 21st, and folks, we have some really difficult jobs in the district. One of them is being a substitute teacher. You're always trying to learn what needs to be delivered that day for the class that you're in. Our substitute teachers are second to none. Plus, we have long-term subs in the district that really take the place of some of our teachers when they have to be out for an extended period of time. Thank you to our substitute teachers. Take next week to really just say thank you when you see them in the buildings, kiddos. And that brings us to the end of our connection this week. And folks, pretty big weekend. A lot going on around our community. I know that I'm looking forward to a Bills bounce back, we'll call it. this weekend as we take on the Buccaneers, and really just spend this time with family as we're coming into the holiday season. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And really, let's get ourselves into that gear. It is a lot of fun, but a lot of work needs to be done because that's what makes us Kenton strong, Kenton proud, and helps us to move Kenton forward. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.